that this is live on my Facebook first. If you are watching it on replay, let me know you're watching on replay. Let me know how you are feeling today. And it is live. Good, I can go. So, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you are well today. And I am feeling super excited today because I have just completed a one-on-one session with a client, and we've been working for such a long time, and the breakthroughs that this client had was just absolutely insane. So the title of this training today, I might as well call it a training, is Before Clarity Comes Confusion. Why is it most people feel confused with the inability to trust that clarity is on its way? So first, let's talk about the state of confusion. Most people tend to feel confused in the ability to trust themselves, confused to be able to make decisions, confused that if what they're doing is the right path for them. Whatever it is that you are doing, there is always going to be a method to the madness that you could be conjuring up within your life. And in order to be able to go through that process is having the ability to trust that you can go with the flow. Now, I done some research on that sentence, go with the flow. Some people say don't go with the flow, some people say go with the flow, but what does it actually mean? Going with the flow doesn't mean you just do nothing. Going with the flow is having the ability to know the direction that you are heading with a purpose, with passion, with the ability to trust that you are in the right place at the right time. But people tend to feel confused because it's the lack of trust within yourself to be able to know that the decision that you've made is the right one for you. So tell me, do you ever feel confused all the time? Do you ever feel that you can't trust yourself? Do you feel that you are unable to know that what is the right thing for you to do? Because knowing what the right thing is for you is going to be based on your ability to make decisions. Now, within our unconscious mind, we have a certain way of processing things that happen around us. It filters in through the mind. We then value it against our values. It's what's most important to us. It then forms our decision making based on the beliefs that we believe to be true. So if we are unable to make decisions, then we are basically out of alignment with our core values. Funnily enough, yesterday was a complete day of working with clients, working on their values. Values are what are most important to you. And most people tend to think that, no, my values are this, my values are that, but I can guarantee you that if they are out of alignment, it's going to affect the way that you make your decisions. Your values could be on anything. It could be how you decide you run your relationships, how you decide to run your finances, how you decide to take care of your health, your business, whatever it is it may be. Whew, I need to just calm down a bit because I'm very excited. Once you know your core values, you can then start to make better decisions. Once you start making better decisions, you are able to trust yourself in everything that you do. When you trust yourself in everything that you do, you then be able to understand exactly what belief system that you decide and need. So what's this got to do with the inner child healing? Now, I have a method called the ONENESS method. I created this method because as much as I had been working with clients, healing them from the past, there was also a realization of the inner child therapy. So I did my training and I created my own method. And I've been working with this client, and last week I used my method on her, and she tapped into herself, excuse me, and she told me all these different thoughts that her inner child was telling her. Now, I'm not going to tell you what they are because obviously this is private and confidential. However, today what I've done is I've been able to release the attachment to those beliefs within her subconscious mind, because if the inner child is currently feeling in a particular way, you've got to understand that those beliefs need to be removed and replaced with a new method. So yesterday I was talking about the root cause. So her root causes of disconnection between her inner child was deeply embedded in the subconscious mind. Some of these beliefs came from past lives. Some of these beliefs came from passed down from generations. Some of these beliefs came from during her birth. Some of these beliefs came in this lifetime. because the subconscious mind, it never sleeps. It's always awake. It's always there. So if the subconscious mind is always there and it's always being formed, picking up every sound, smell, senses around it, so to speak, then you've got to understand that to connect and deeply heal, you've got to first understand what that root cause is. Once you're able to know that, the confused state, the foggy state, the brain fog, the feelings of stuck, they just disappear. How is this possible? How is it possible to be able to have the clarity? How is it possible to remove the brain fog? Well, you've got to first understand why you feel so confused. Feeling confused, people say that it's like a negative thing, you know, it's difficult, it's challenging. So what happens is that when you start to feel uncomfortable, you naturally pull yourself back to a comfortable state, because most people don't like to have change, but we're supposed to embrace change. We're supposed to evolve. And sometimes feeling uncomfortable is actually a good thing, because when you're becoming in alignment, when you step into an aligned state, it's like you're shifting into alignment. Alignment is a feeling. It aligns your heart, your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, your physical body, everything as one. And once you get into that, everything becomes clear. The confused state no longer exists, and if it does, you have a better ability to tap into yourself, so then you can start understanding how to move forward. This is why the inner child healing is so crucial. And I've been looking at most of my clients that I've been working with over the past year, and most of them seem to do the inner child healing right at the very end. Now, why is that happens? Because first you've got to peel the massive layers off first. Once you peel the massive layers, the emotional connections to your business, to success, to money blocks, you can tap in a bit deeper. Once you tap deeper, you start appreciating more. Things become clearer. So when I looked at this client and I released her final belief today, I said to her, you look so different. You look grounded. You look strong. You just seem like, you're meant to be here. Because deep down she believed that she wasn't meant to be here, that she was constantly conflicted, that she couldn't make decisions, that she couldn't communicate, that she felt unsafe and she felt unloved. And most of us don't even know that those beliefs exist, because you've got to understand what the inner child is telling you. To understand what the inner child is telling you, you've got to first understand who you are as an individual. Why do all these problems occur? Why do you feel the way that you do? Why do you behave the way that you do? Most people tend to feel that rather than handling the way you are right now, to just jump into the future and start behaving in a particular way that you want to be. But in order for you to embrace the future self into the present, you've got to first understand where you are right now. And if you don't understand that, then it's just going to cause more chaos, more overwhelm, and more conflicts. You've been put here on this earth to create momentum, to create power, to create success. We've all been given this gift called life. And life is not supposed to be confusing. Life is supposed to be beautiful when we embrace everything around us. Gratitude is so important. It's not about us saying, it's part of this and part of that. If you're not grateful for what you've got right now, then how are you going to achieve more of what you want? It's not, I'll be happy when. It's about being happy now. I can never make you happy. Nobody can. The only person that can make you happy is you, because happiness is a choice. And if you feel confused about being happy because you're overwhelmed with the sadness or the anger or the frustration from the past, then you've got to understand is that those emotions need to be understood and released from your physical body, from your subconscious mind, from the events that are causing you to feel stuck, confused, lack of clarity, the inability to move forward. We should always be flowing in life. And when we trust, we flow. When we flow, we attract. When we attract, we are grateful. When we are grateful, we achieve. When we achieve, we believe. When we believe, oh my God, can you imagine how powerful life can be? This is the power of my oneness method. Now, as you know, I have got an exclusive offer for this method. And if you would like to grab this program, the offer is available to you. It's only £1,800. Payment plan is available, and this offer expires on the 24th. You can also reserve your spot until the end of today for only $250, and then you could do it at a later date. That's my birthday bonus number 1. That's going to expire tonight at 8 p.m. Thank you for watching. Let me know you watch it on replay. What's your biggest takeaway? And feel free to share this and let me know how you are. I love you, and remember the power's within you.